Welcome back to the Sophia D Radio Show. We are like in the month of August. Isn't that crazy?
Crazy.
Listen, fam, don't forget to get your Sophia D Radio Show t-shirts. $25. And listen, don't forget, when you purchase these shirts, I want you to wear them on your vacay. Let the people know what we're doing in the upstate of South Carolina, independent radio, owned by the one and only Sophia D. That's it with the church announcements. I am so excited, y'all. Oh my God, this is about to be on and popping. I am so excited to have one of my good friends, my sister. She's my cut up buddy. I love her. I can call her and we can just talk for hours, just like we grew up together. And I've only known her for just a few years, but her soul is so beautiful. She is a fashionista. And to my big girls, my curvy girls, the ones that have a bakuchi, I don't know if I should have said that, but the chick on Instagram said,
Baby.
because it's been hot in South Carolina. And then I just came back from Florida. I was like, I want my South Carolina heat and not this Florida heat. I am so happy to have my girl, Miss Angie Anderson-Moton, y'all, owner of AndieM2. Oh, excuse me, Lord. You see how I messed that up. Owner of AndieM2 Boutique. Y'all, she gonna get me. I'm sorry, boo. That is
Good.
not.
What an awesome introduction. I am so happy to be with you. Thank you for the invitation.
Yes.
Definitely honored. And I'm ready to just share with the world what we're doing over here.
Listen, ladies, if you just having some issues trying to put them patterns and colors together, and I understand, me being a woman of size, we are all shaped so differently.
Mhm.
And if you're just, you can't get the sizes together based off your body type. When I tell you Angie is here to get you up and going, and I'm just thrilled to have her. Okay, that was a long introduction.
Thank you.
Thank you for being patient with me, because I'm a little extra, bless her heart. I got some real friends who can deal with me. Um, Angie, I want to first say congratulations on your 1 year anniversary to your business.
Yeah.
That is such a milestone, because I know so many business owners, sometimes they can't make it to a year for
Right.
various reasons. But how excited were you to hit that 1 year?
Oh my goodness. I actually almost forgot that we were approaching our 1 year anniversary, and it's just like you blink and it's here. It's been filled with excitement. It's been filled with things that I'm still learning, still growing. But one thing that I told myself was that this is at my pace. I'm going to control the pace, and I'm not going to look at what other people are doing. And I think sometimes we look at the things around us. So I really was like, okay, it's just me and God and the world and all the wonderful ladies that I get to meet. So it really snuck up on us. And but now that it's here, we did a little bit of celebrating, but it's still work as normal. We have to make it 2, 3, 4, and 5. So those are the toughest years for a new business owner, years 1 through 5.
Yes. Speaking as someone who's hit 14, yes. So those
Yes,
14 years can be
those
just
are
as
the
challenging.
toughest. So yeah, we're
Congratulations.
here.
May God continue to bless you with many, many, many more years that you can celebrate your business
Thank
and
you.
change women for sure.
Yes.
So, a part of your brand, I want you to talk about I am her too. Her two looks like a pi squared too, y'all. I just had to put that in there because I love math. And talk about your mission statement where you say quality meets quality. I think that's so important, because a lot of times in business we say it's quality versus quantity, but I think that quality meets quality is just so important.
Yeah. So Andy M Squared Boutique. So that's what the name is. And then I am her too, which is a square. So I kudos to you for catching that. A lot of people don't. So we are familiar with the term plus size. And so I wanted to do something a little different, because the businesses or the boutique, is catered to plus size women. But I wanted to get away from that word. It just sounds like we have something, right? And
Right.
so the squared is because it's double for your trouble. Bring it through. Come on in and let us show you what all you can do with
Yeah.
all your greatness. And so AndieM Squared Boutique, actually, our mission there is where quality meets quality. And it's because you are already quality before you even meet my garments, right? Before I can
Mhm.
even touch you, you have to know when you walk through the door that you are worth every bit of what you want me to do. And you can actually do it yourself. And sometimes we just need tips or tools or somebody to just come in and just help us with those things. So that's that. But AndieM2 is a nonprofit that we just launched this past April that works
Mhm.
simultaneously with the boutique. So I'll talk about that a little later. But the mission for that is to help the everyday woman find herself through words and fashion. And so those two work
Mhm.
simultaneously together. And so a little on later down in the interview, I'll talk a little bit more about AndieM2.
Yes, I love it. Okay, so now I just think I want to just go ahead and book my appointment with Miss Angie so I can get laid, honey. Y'all know I'm already extra and I love fashion. I love bold and bright colors. So
Listen, don't be
um,
afraid.
count me in, Angie.
Don't be afraid.
So, how does your boutique approach inclusivity in fashion, and what inspired you to create a boutique that caters for women of size? Because I think sometimes we kind of get it's almost like we don't matter
Hmm.
because media really focuses on small up to maybe an extra large, and that's a huge maybe.
Right. Well, when I first started, I was like so gung-ho being women of size. And people are still familiar with the words plus size. So I would use those if you use them. And there's really nothing wrong with the words. Um, it's just how you choose to use them or square me up. That's why I had the two on my
Yes.
square me up. You know what I mean? So however you want to define yourself. I'm good with it, but I really wanted us to have like a safe space because I always struggled as a little girl finding myself being in larger sizes, being
Mhm.
tall and in larger sizes. And I'm just like, I could not get with it. I had low self-esteem and trying to figure out why do I look this way or why do my clothes fit this way and all that kind of stuff. And so it took me a while to really become comfortable with who I am. But that was just my journey and everything that has led up to this point it has that pain has turned into a passion. So sometimes, people are asked, well, do you have any regrets or would you done it this way? And I may pause, but the true answer is no. I think I would definitely, if I had to travel the road again, it would be this journey the same way because everything that I've cried about or asked about or struggled with, had challenges with, I have been able to help the next woman. So yes, my passion is to really help find things for women of size, but because now I know that it's a ministry, the Lord
Mhm.
has just he'll gently say, why are we turning her away? And it's so funny because all women of all sizes has started to ask me, can you help me do this? Or what do you think about that? And so I really try to do what the Lord tells me to do. And I have just added all sizes now to the boutique only because I know how it feels to be left out. And no matter what size you are, no matter what race, no matter whatever it is, right? I can still, if God leads you to me, there was a reason he led you to me. And so that's the way I look at it now.
Yeah, and ladies, I'm just here to tell you, you don't have to take my word for it. I'm just telling you, she's right here in front of you. When I tell you the woman of her word, and when I tell you she is gonna have y'all looking amazing, like confidence level on fleek. Like I can't even make this up. Square me up, boo. Because Angie's
Start
not
using
playing.
it, Georgia. Square me up.
Square me up.
Yeah.
I tell you, every time I see Angie out in public, I'm like, oh my God, even at a birthday party, like just a simple birthday party, I'm just like, dang, did she just get off the runway? Like, what am I missing?
Stop.
It says something when you put these pieces together. Like you're just telling yourself, I'm going to look good. I'm going to feel good. I love me.
Mhm.
And it really just kind of sets the tone for who you are. And I
Yeah.
think it can show people what God is really doing in your life. There's going to be some haters in the room, but honey, you can just say, excuse me.
Right.
Excuse me. Oh, did you
Right.
screw me up? Boo, you think, mm, mm.
Right. Right.
Am I doing
Right.
too much? I'm sorry.
You're not. You're not. But when you do hard work and the hard work, like, and you, when you put those two together and you really understand who you are and whose you are, the
Yes.
whole game changes. It does. Because you don't, at that point, you don't need any validation from anybody.
Angie said what she said. Oh boy. I'm turned up. I'm sorry, Angie. I'm supposed to be your friend.
Oh my gosh.
So, Angie, as a minority business owner in the upstate of South Carolina, which is a region that is changing every day, we've got so many people moving to our beautiful city of Greer, Greenville, Spartanburg. Um, and it brings, different cultures and beautiful cultures that we get to participate in. What
Right.
unique challenges have you faced, and how have you overcome those challenges in building a successful boutique?
So honestly, although we just celebrated our first year in business, it took a minute for me to even say this is going to happen. Actually, um, I found out once you get in the game, and I'm pretty sure that this might be true for a lot of industries. People hold on to what they know.
Yeah, girl. Mm, mm.
And we even go as far as trying to monetize it. Nah, you do what you want to do. I'm over here drinking my water and minding my business.
Yes, honey. And I saw your post. New glass. I
Now,
be bitching.
but the struggle is real out here. Like, I, there was no one to tell me how to do this or where to go for that or how do I get inventory or how do I. So really, I had to just learn on my own. I really became down and discouraged. I was like, forget about this. And one day I met this guy and he was just asking me about some things, and then he started asking me like what I was passionate about and if I had any side hustles and da da da, and I was like, yeah, I do, and I'm trying, and I was telling him about this my ideal of the boutique and all, and I was just telling him that I been struggling trying to find people to help me and resources, and he was like, oh, my wife used to own a boutique. And I've heard it before. People say they'll help you, right?
Yeah.
And then things change. But he really gave my information to his wife. She called me. We had a probably an hour and a half interview on the phone. We were on the phone together.
Mm-hmm.
And she told me everything I needed to know. And then probably like the next couple of weeks, I had inventory. I was able to get up and running. And so, although I have had some challenges, I have had some wins. I mean, praying that God brings me divine connections and the right people at the right time. and I'm not trying to be churchy at all, but it's real. Like
Yeah.
I really had to stop praying about what I thought I should have already seen at this point, but
Mhm.
just pray strategically for divine connections.
Yeah.
Because it's real out here with people really holding on to information. And the good thing about it is sharing really is caring.
Yeah, it is.
Really
It is.
is. And if you
Mhm.
just take a moment, you don't have to let everybody know all of your business, but just
Mhm.
give them enough to help them propel and to move forward or to become unstuck. And so that's one
Mhm.
of the things that I vowed to do with the boutique and the nonprofit. If I know it, I'm going to share it. And if I don't know it, I'm going to help you find the answer for it.
Yeah. I'm glad that you said that because, even on this side of the industry, the entertainment industry, and we do radio and,
Mm-hmm.
photography and videography, I have never really had a problem sharing my information because I'm one person, and my husband, who is my business partner, he's one person. And I'm not supposed to be everybody's photographer. I'm surely not supposed to be everybody's videographer, nor am I supposed to be everyone's radio personality. Like,
Right.
my show is not catered for everyone.
Mhm.
So if you have a platform or a business that can cater to a group that I'm not going to be able to cater to, or maybe because that's just not what I do,
Right.
then the information you need to know. So it is okay to share that knowledge. Don't hold it back from somebody because they can tap into a market that you're not comfortable tapping into. And there is nothing wrong with that. But whatever I give you, it's up to you to take it and run with it.
That's it. And we
And
have
so,
to remember that it's enough food on the table for everybody to eat.
girls, I take my wig off. This is my real hair. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
There is enough table. There's
Mm-hmm.
enough food at the table. You don't
Mm-hmm.
have to push. You don't have to pull. You just have to know that you belong in one of the chairs and have
Yeah.
a seat.
And then you never know what kind of partnership that can build with someone when you
Yeah,
share the information.
that's
Like,
right.
about partnership. How can we partner together?
Hmm.
Because we all can benefit from that
That's right.
partner.
That's right.
Boss. And I know you talked about, this being your ministry,
Mhm.
and I know that you are faith driven because I definitely say that I am a faith driven woman. And
Yeah,
I know as business owners, faith often plays a significant role in our personal and professional growth. So,
right.
how has your faith influenced your business journey and the values of your boutique?
So yes, my faith is really big, and it has encouraged me to continue to run this race. And I know that sounds cliche, but it really has. And I said it at the beginning of the show. Um, my faith has taught me to run a slow and steady race.
Mm,
My faith has taught me to look straight ahead.
yeah.
My faith has taught me, I'm going to say it again, to mind my own business when it comes to what's going on in my
Yes.
business, right? Because it's when we start to look off to the right or to the left and start comparing, and we've all heard comparison is a joy stealer.
Yes.
So you want to make sure that your faith is strong enough. My faith, I'm trying to make sure that my faith is strong enough, and I believe of its guidance, that if I just do what I'm supposed to do, stay in my lane,
Mhm.
I'll get to where I need to get to. This is not a it's not a race for me, um but it's a ministry for me, and I have to also believe that that same faith that I have, that somebody else has that same faith to connect with me. And
Yes.
because they were looking for something and they're asking for something. I mean, I know we're talking about fashion and garments and clothes, but sometimes this is a real difficult challenge for people. And so I really take it seriously. I like to listen to the needs of my clients, right? And so if they found that mustard seed faith to ask me, how
Mm-hmm.
does this really look? And they want me to be honest with them. Sometimes it's a difficult conversation, because people just don't know, you
Mm-hmm.
know. Holiness is still right out here. So sometimes you might have to wear on undergarment or two, and it's all right to put it on.
Yep.
So,
Mm-hmm.
but these things take faith, right? It takes faith to build the business. It takes faith to build the clientele. And it also takes faith to have some difficult conversations sometimes with people.
Yeah.
So that's where we are. And it's a part of my testimony, and faith is very big for me.
Mhm. And speaking of building your clientele and helping them with that confidence and the proper things to wear with certain outfits, in what ways do you strive to empower women through your boutique, both in terms of fashion choices and your business opportunities?
Right. So this is where I said I want to kind of bring back in I am her too, because like I said before, our mission is to help the everyday woman find, or empower them through their words, through fashion, through whatever they touch, right? And so it's the nonprofit piece of the business. So the boutique is the for-profit. Nonprofit is I am her too, and they work simultaneously together. So what happens is we want to make sure that I am her too. They're doing a couple of things. So it's three components that I want to get out within the next year. So again, we just launched this
Mhm.
and we're still getting it, still in its infancy stage. And so we're still trying to get the word out about I am her too. But we do three things, right? And so that is to celebrate her, cultivate her, and
Mhm.
connect her. And when
Mm.
we celebrate her, it's just exactly what it is, right? It is to, you go, girl. You are
Yeah.
doing a wonderful job. You're doing a amazing job. And sometimes I don't think we create spaces enough to celebrate people and
Yes.
really mean it. So that's one. And then cultivate is to travel and to explore. I know because of low self-esteem and trying to find out who I am, I felt like I used to say I lost a lot of life, right? But now I've changed that. I use the words like I'm blooming, I'm growing, and
Mhm.
it's just at the right time. So
Mhm.
now that I feel that about myself, I want to explore, whether it's locally or out of the country or whatever. So we're going to give these women an opportunity to just explore the world together, and then connect her. So networking, mentorship. So those
Mhm.
business opportunities that you were asking about, I
Mhm.
feel like if we can create spaces where we teach women how to network, because it's an art.
Yeah.
It's an art to it, and everybody doesn't feel comfortable. But guess what? Baby, if you schedule some personal styling sessions with me, right? So you get all of this. We can talk about how you're looking before you walk into that room. I can give you some tips on how to network, what to say, when to pull back. If you feel yourself getting anxious and overwhelmed, it's okay to get you something to drink, something to nibble on. Give yourself a break. So all of these things. And then the biggest piece is a mentorship. If you're where you are without anybody's help, raise your hand. I wait.
You hear them crickets?
Okay. So this is an opportunity where women can say, God has blessed me. Now I'm ready to give back. And so that's what I am her too is going to do with along with the boutique. And that's how not only are we helping these beautiful women feel confident about what they have on, but it's also creating a space to explore business opportunities by these networking and mentorship opportunities.
Oh, I love that. And I love that these women are going to be celebrated. I'm just big about celebrating people. I get flack about that sometimes. I'm like, or you can be, celebrating yourself, but I love celebrating people because you don't know what people have been through. And then I
Right.
think, especially the ladies who, have gone through, drastic weight loss surgeries. Um, they're coming out of rehab. Like
Mm-hmm.
they're happy, but it's like, what's next? Like, who is the new me? How do I identify myself? Like, I have to rebrand myself. And so this is a great nonprofit. I think that you have that could definitely change that for these beautiful ladies. So shout out to I am her square. Okay.
Yeah, we got a little swag on the, let's see, little swag on the on the wall, you know. Little, we got
Hmm.
we have a few journals and things coming out. Stay tuned for all that.
I feel like I want to be a part of this.
And I would love for you to be. Yes.
Power to the women, honey. I'm trying to be a Sarah and a Mary. Go find your bow ass boo with a Z. A Z on. E-O. A Z. The other.
Bring it back in. Bring it back.
Yeah. So it's getting off course, y'all. Y'all know how I do. Being a minority business owner,
Mm-hmm.
you engage with and contribute to the local community in South Carolina to inspire and uplift others. I think you've kind of talked about it a little bit, but what what extra do you want to put to it?
So I definitely wanted to mention a group of people that helped me with my journey. And as you hear me talk about it a little more, you will see that connection with the community as such. But when I thought about my business idea, it actually looked very different, right? And so I had an opportunity to connect with a program called Village Lunch. Um, and so when I actually went through their program, it's a 10-week program.
Mhm.
I decided that my original idea was not going to work. It still helps fund um my business. So I thought about, I had a punch company. I still do, but a lot of people don't know that. I do it to gain extra money to
Mhm.
purchase my inventory, but it's not my main thing. So
Mhm.
while I was in there, I kind of switched gears and pitched this idea. And so being in this program gave me a group of people that look like me, small businesses, entrepreneurs.
Mhm.
They were, some of them had already had existing businesses, and some of them had new concepts or ideas like um I did, but just being in there really kind of helped me say, okay, I can't stop. This is needed. And then once I graduated, they have an alumni piece. And so they still have things that alumni can participate in. And then they asked me probably last year or so to come back as a mentor. So I feel like being a small business owner, entrepreneur, whatever word that you use, you have to get into your community, whether it's something that's going to help you propel, that you think is going to help you propel in the of everything, but when you look at the backside of it, you actually become a part of your community, and you're able to, give your insight and your input to these individual people. So that's how I've been able to just stay connected, and it's been a wonderful opportunity.
Yeah. I love that. So I'm gonna switch the questions up just a little bit, Miss Angie, because I think one of the questions I have for you, I think I'm gonna switch it up just a little bit. So I'm gonna hold off on that one. I think I'm gonna
Okay.
ask you this one. Um, what are your future goals for Andy M Squared Boutique, and how do you plan to continue evolving and expanding the boutique's impact on fashion?
So a lot of people still don't know that we offer personal styling services. So
Mhm.
I think that's probably like the next phase of my business. As much as I freely give like my ideas and thoughts when people ask me about like I'm stuck or where should I go from here, whatever. I was having a conversation with someone and she actually gave me a good idea for my boutique. And one of the hardest things for boutique owners is trying to figure out what to do with your inventory that you don't sell, right?
Mhm.
And it is costly, right? So we really don't think about the back end of things. You just see all the nice clothing and all those fun things, the colors, the patterns, the accessories. But she was like, well, why don't you switch gears a little bit and kind of focus on the personal styling part, and that way you can decrease the amount of inventory that you have to purchase, and it's just individualized.
Mhm.
Gosh, yes. And so, because in this first year I have tried to um create a clientele. I have tried to be visible, marketing, things of that nature. I think in this second year, I would like to focus on the styling services. So we have several. So you can go to the website, you can look, I
Mhm.
can come to your home. It's a service that we offer called What's in Your Closet. It's my favorite because I've done this a few times
Mhm.
and people are like, I don't have anything to wear. And they have all these clothes everywhere. And
Yeah.
so it's guaranteed that I will have at least 1 week of clothing
Mhm.
ready and prepared for you to wear for whatever week you choose to wear that. But a lot of people just don't know what's in your closet.
Mhm.
Whether you feel like you need to clean it out or whatever. But
Mhm.
that's some future goals. And just some immediate goals are to do more um, speaking engagements because it's
Mhm.
more about just the boutique. I think people, once they hear my story about um, the self-esteem, the low self-esteem, because a lot of people see me and they're like, I just don't believe it. People don't believe that I'm shy.
Mhm.
I'm an introvert. They don't believe any of those things. But I'm telling you, once you say yes for real,
Yes.
and once you say, Lord, I am deficient in this area, please
Mhm.
help me, then he covers all those things that people don't really know about you, and you're able to get the job done. So it is really, I want to become more free in what I do, as if I don't. I mean, I offer anything that I can, but I just want people to know my heart, and then
Mhm.
you will see the boutique because
Yeah.
I really do want to help you look your best, feel your best,
Mhm.
and reach your maximal potential.
Yeah. I love it. So my next question, and if I need to repeat it, that's fine because it's going to be packed full now.
Okay.
What advice would you give to, and we can't just say our curvy girls plus
Hmm.
size big girls anymore, because I think it's all women now, because we're always looking at our phone, or we're looking at Instagram, or we're looking at people being beautiful. Honey, that's a whole filter, because I probably took their photo. And why did you add a filter to my picture? And you pay anyway? Okay.
Come on now. Preach to us.
Okay. So, what advice do you have to women who have low self esteem?
Mhm.
And they're just like, oh, I kind of hit rock bottom. And then the second part to that is, what advice do you have for women that are looking to get into this fashion industry, um, particularly in a growing region like the upstate? I mean, when I tell y'all we are growing, like, our county, Greenville County, has predicted like so many more thousands of people are coming in the next 5 years. That is a whole nother market that we can tap into. So, what advice do you have for the women who have low self esteem, and maybe to the women that want to go into business?
Yeah. So I would really say seek a therapist
Mm-hmm.
if that's if you're comfortable with that. I don't think anybody should shy away from that opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
And if you can find one or two people that you trust, that you can open up to.
Mm-hmm.
Because if sometimes if you don't identify a thing, you don't know how to fix it.
You just preached. I wasn't ready. Okay.
And honestly, it's just with everything else in life, once you verbally say it, I don't like myself. I'm having a time or challenge with this or that. It's okay. But what's not okay is for you to stay there, because God really does want more for us. And one thing that I had to stop saying was, that I don't like myself, because I was essentially telling the Father that he made a mistake in a masterpiece.
Oh. But we all hit that rock bottom though.
We do. And sometimes it's necessary so that you can see how much you are worth every tear.
Yeah.
Right. And he knows exactly the plans he has for us. But the end part of that is eyes have not seen and ears have not heard. Right. And so we want to, it's not a boast or a brag, but it's like I said earlier, once you start to do the hard work, right?
Yeah.
To know who you are and
Yeah.
to know whose you are, like you start to look at life differently.
Yeah.
Like, you're worthy of being at the table. You're worthy of walking into that room that you didn't think that you could be in, right? And so that's what I would encourage. Those are my words of encouragement for those that are feeling a little lower than where you should be. And guess what? If you feel that way, it's okay. It is okay, but just don't stay right there. And you too can come out of it. Just, you have to be brave enough to ask for help. Ask for help. And those that are looking to get into the boutique world or fashion, it is so big, right? It's so big. I would suggest doing your homework. What do you love about it? What do you love about this industry? There's so much more that I know that I could tap into that I don't even know yet. But I would network.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to ask questions, even if you get turned down. Somebody is going to answer you.
Yes. Yes.
Somebody is going to answer you. So continue to pray for divine connections and watch those people that you need come into your life. So don't be afraid to ask for help, and don't be afraid to reach out to your community that may offer something for small businesses, a cohort, boot camp, things of that nature, because once you get in a room full of people, although it may be different ideas, you're still with people that think the same way.
Yeah. Dang, Miss Angie, I'm trying to be like a Ruth.
Come on.
She was not worth to be seen, but oh, honey, Lord, can I be a Ruth? My stomach can jiggle.
I cannot. Cannot.
The back rolls can clap, clap, clap,
Baby, give it to him.
That's how Ruth was looking, and then she had her Boaz. I see the blessing, Lord. I heard the Lord said, "You haven't went too far, my child."
Listen, I'm gonna let him tell you, because I'm loving it.
Sorry, Daddy God. I mean, saying I am her square me up, Lord. I mean, you got me.
I have to get a T-shirt with that on there. Square me up.
You better go ahead and file for that trademark. I wish somebody would, honey. I'm coming for you.
Listen,
You gonna get
all
all
the little pink pen
in the summer because it's hot. I don't know why that lady said the Bakuchi. That got me rolling. It's the stomach, y'all, because it's hot. I said what I said.
She said what she said.
Angie, I don't want to let you go. We're gonna have to get you in person because I want people to really see who the sunshine is. Okay, Angie, I need to know. Tell the people. I don't need to know because I can just call you anytime. Tell the people how they can have this one-on-one experience with you. how they can have you at speaking engagements, how they can connect with you on social media. Y'all keep my girl booked and busy 2024, 2025, 2026. Get these ladies in Angie's presence, y'all, because I'm telling you, I'm not saying it because she's my friend. I'm telling you, when I am around this ray of sunshine, I feel very empowered.
Oh.
And then I get a couple of wisdom nuggets from her before I leave wherever she goes. And I even hate it when she leaves early because I'm like, Angie, no, please just stay like 5 more minutes. But she has a life, but I'm telling you, this woman is amazing. So Angie, tell people how they can connect with you. Keep her booked and busy. Not playing. Let's go.
So my website is AndieM2 boutique.com. So AndieM2 boutique.com. And it's so it's an option for you to click our nonprofit and learn more about AndieM2. So please remember that it's still in its beginning stages, but it's enough for you to say you want to be a part or you want more information. And so it's all connected there. And then if you want to follow me on Facebook or Instagram, Instagram is AndieM2 Boutique, and it's the same for Facebook as well.
Angie, thank you so much. I'm so happy that you were a part of the Sophia D radio show. Parents, it's not too late to get your baby with Miss Angie before they go back to school. Praying for all of our students and teachers, even myself, faculty and staff administrators, that we have an amazing school year. But you know, if you want to come looking a little extra, holla at my girl Angie, y'all. She gonna get y'all right. Because you know, if not, these kids gonna call you out. Because I know. Because mine call me out all the time.
Baby.
Listen, no filter. Like, they remind me that I am their instructor. Well, you told me to speak my mind.
Well, speak it while looking great and your best, okay?
Thank you. See,
So
it's that.
We just had our last new items available in the boutique for the summer. So those are beautiful. We have dresses, we have some new accessories. So accessories are my thing. We're trying to get more into that. But anything that you can think of, skirts, dresses, short sets, all that good summery stuff. You know, we don't cool down until the end of October, so you still have time. And then guess what? I can show you how to turn it around and wear it in the wintertime. Hey.
Okay. They didn't hit me with a slay face. Okay. I'm sorry. Let me again, y'all.
Oh my gosh.
First thing, y'all, it's Angie, the Angie Anderson-Moton. AndieM squared. I am her squared. Square me up, boo.
Square me up.
On the Sophia D radio show. It don't get no better than this right here. I told y'all I ain't here to play with y'all. Angie, book her, y'all. We're going to see y'all next time on the Sophia D radio show. And we're going to have Miss Angie back in person. Just watch. Hey, square me up, boo. Square me up, boo.
It feel like yesterday is miles away. I can't pretend I've been floating with the wind. There's really nothing left to say. We're better as friends, but I don't really want it to end. 100 four-leaf clovers don't mean good luck. We say we hate each other, turn around and make good love. You fill my heart up, but then you full of it. We can't agree on nothing, except we need love. Every time you call my phone, I answer. Every time we cross paths, damage is collateral. And you know I can't let go, it's unnatural. Can't explain it, I hate to say it, but I'd rather work it out with you than somebody else. I'd rather be in love with you than somebody else. I'd rather find love with you, someone else. I'd rather that person be you than someone else.
If I'm going back and forth with somebody, I'd rather go back and forth with you. I done been coast to coast, ain't nobody I wanna go back and forth with you. She called me, I answer on the first ring, but I clip my old hoes like a dirty screen. You the only one that got the ringtone. I'm still trying to find why I ain't put a ring on. That, let's run it back, how you do that? Always had a body, no denying if you grew that. Run it like she carry through my mind like you do trap. Rewind it like a new track, like a day's produce that. A full lip, I lose that. Fumble, I just can't do that. I need her like a first down jacket, want it ever since I seen her, got her. Know to call my phone anytime you need a holler. Or a dollar, I always hold for the mile.
Call my phone, I answer. Every time we cross paths, damage is collateral. And you know I can't let go, it's a natural. Can't explain it, I hate to say it, but I'd rather work it out with you than somebody else. I'd rather be in love with you than somebody else. I'd rather find love with you, someone else. I'd rather that person be you than someone else. Every time you call my phone, I answer. Every time we cross paths, damage is collateral. And you know I can't let go, it's a natural. I can't explain it, I hate to say it, but I'd rather work it out with you than somebody else. I'd rather be in love with you than somebody else. I'd rather find love with you, someone else. I'd rather that person be you than someone else.